So hello, it's Chris here. This will be a review of this Onewind Skyshade Tartent. This is new product. Onewind sent it to me to give my feedback. So why not? Let's do this. And I want to mention that nobody is paying me to say anything about this product. These are all my own thoughts about it. If I don't like something, I will tell. And definitely I will tell everything I love about it. So this tent comes in a stuff sack like this. I do like this package. I think it's compact. It has two compression straps, so you can attach it to your bike or your backpack. And here on the package you can see the graphics, how this tent look like. So this is tent mode and this is tarp mode. So yeah, this is very interesting concept. Okay, and also I want to mention that this tent comes with all pegs and guy lines needed. So there's two smaller stuff sacks inside, one for tent pegs and guy lines, and other one is for poles. Yeah, this is almost freestanding tent, so it has 3 poles. So these poles are very light. So there is 2 shorter poles and 1 longer one, and that one is already pre-shaped. It's like a bended shape. So this tent comes with the manual. At first you need to insert the bigger pole and then 2 smaller poles. 8 tent stakes. I very like these tent stakes. Actually these are my favorite. They're holding very nicely. And it also comes with 2 guy lines. This is for, I believe, raising up that one end to make a tarp mode. So I will set it up and meet you there. Peace! So it looks something like this. I very like this design. Okay, I will tell you all my thoughts so far. So let's talk about these poles. So these are very small diameter poles. I don't know, time will tell, but on the first glance I would rather have bigger diameter poles. I know it would add a weight, but for me I need to test them in wind. Only time will tell. Maybe these are some kind of super duper material and they will hold up nicely, I don't know. But that was the first thing that came in my mind when I took them out of the bag. So Onewind wanted my opinion about this tent and I will give my honest review about this one. There are many things I like about it so far and some things I really don't like. So next thing, I don't like these parts over here. I think they doesn't look professional. It would be better if there was just a J-cron pockets where you put your pole inside. My La Fuma tent has that type. You just feed from one end and then there is a pocket with a dead end. It just goes inside, that's it. Because these things, I don't know. Okay. So let's talk about this part here. On both these connection points there's barely enough space for your tent peg, and as you can see it actually wants to be in this direction. I need to turn it with a force, so that thing will fail. Of course, solution would be just put a paracord loop or shock cord loop inside. Look at this already came out because there's a tension, it wants to rotate. But for example here, everything is completely fine. You see, this loop is much bigger and you can easily use this for your tent pegs. So why there is so tiny loop and here is nice one? So there should be the same as here. So let's talk about fabric. I like this one. It's ultra light. This is the same stuff that Onewind are using for billow tarp and for BV10 for example. Also solidary shelter. I've tested that material and it never failed. It seems that it's very fragile, very thin, but oh my god, it handles very nicely snow and wind and rain. Let's talk about this part over here. So I very like that there is 3 poles, so this part is quite robust. Wind can easily hit from this side, no problem. But I think, of course, you can put some paracord loops over here, and if needed, you can tie out these corners in stronger winds, definitely. Let's talk about this window over here. I know Onewind is thinking out of the box, okay? They're trying to create something new, something nice. I like idea of window so that you can see the full moon or something. My mountain tent, La Fuma Manta 2, also has a window, and I remember I was winter camping and looking on the full moon. It was so nice. But that window is made from plastic. So this is from mesh and you can close it from the inside. At the first glance maybe it seems alright. It will definitely stop some rain, some wind, but I don't like the idea that this window is closing from the inside, because now if there would be stronger rain, water would collect over here and potentially make a water pocket over there. I will check those seams from the inside. I think they should be water sealed, not on the mesh but on that shield. We will go inside, I will show you. Later on I will check from the inside. Now I'm talking about my observations from the outside. So, in my opinion, if Onewind wants to keep this window, they would be better if this window would close from the outside. And I know that this window closing from the bottom to the top, that's not nice. It should be from the outside and it should be closing from the top to bottom. Just a simple technique with the rolling up and then rolling down. Just make it a little bit bigger, maybe with some Velcro. That's it. But honestly, I would prefer to get rid of this window. Just a plain wall, that's it. Of course you need some ventilation, so it could be just ventilation over there, that's it. So normally tents have like a plastic leg for keeping it up like this. But this one has this attachment point and you can actually stake it down like this. And it also would be much stronger. So yeah, there is no need for this plastic leg. You can just connect one more guy line to the ground. So nice logo, I like it. I like idea that this tent has entrances from the both sides. So you can choose this side or other one. So that's very nice. I believe these are for rolling up the doors. So let's talk now about the front part of this tent. So over here are plastic sticks. That's for keeping bathtub high. That's very nice solution. I like it very much. So it attaches to the tent stake like in a V shape and with the adjuster. And also there is this flap. I believe you can put it on your tent stake like this for more stability. So the one thing that comes in mind, I think this tent will not hold up in high winds from this side. See? So this is not cool. So maybe I think one of the solutions would be to have another pole on a feet end. So that way it would be possible to stretch it out. The same as Snackpack ionosphere tent. And that tent holding up very nicely in strong winds, no problem. But I saw that this tent has attachment point over here. But as you can see, it's not really reinforced. Same as here. So my question for Onewind, why do you not putting reinforcement panels as you do on your tarps? It should be reinforced panel, and look how short is these parts. These parts should be about this long and sewed nicely with a rectangular, maybe some X shape inside. So in my opinion, all connection points on a tent or tarp should be reinforced with the panels and done nicely, because this is, in my opinion, this is joke or something. Just the 2 lines with the sewing machine, that's it. Where is the panel? Where is the problem to put a panel over here? So yeah, okay. But I wanted to show you that there is this attachment point. So I will try to stretch it out like this and try if this helps for stability. So let's check it now. It helped a little bit. So in my opinion, there should be another pole on the feet end. Maybe you have some another solution. Just leave your comments down below, okay? So, but don't get me wrong. All the shape, materials, I love it. But yeah, that window, this part over here, 2 short loops on these end connection points. Okay, let's see what's there. So about the zippers, I very like that they starting to use these paracord zipper handles. They are silent as a ninja. Okay. So this tent also has a bug net. That's very nice. So you can basically open this side, another side, just leave the top and you will see the beautiful nature to both sides. Or you can take this fly sheet off, but that will be for tomorrow in daytime. For the bug net, there's different color zippers. It's very nice. I will put like this for now. Of course you can roll it up and secure in place. So let's see what's inside. So it seems very spacious. And it has bug net only on the front, not on the head end. So all the seams are water sealed. Everywhere. Very nicely. So the first thing that came in mind, why there is that pocket so small? Why not to just make full size? Just one big pocket, maybe with some separator in between. This looks a little bit silly. So all the seams are water sealed, like I said. Okay, so like I mentioned, this window is closing from the bottom to the top. So this bottom part of this pocket is water sealed. So if there would be some water, it will be kind of safe. But anyway, imagine if wet snow and rain hitting inside through this mesh, it will create some kind of belly over here. So yeah, I'm not really a fan of this window system. So you can secure it here like this if needed. There is attachment point for your lantern. That's nice. But yeah, this window is a no-no for me. Like I said, it could be window over there, but it should close from the outside, from the top to bottom. Okay, I think it's time to put my gear inside and see you there. Peace! So these are my thermal clothes, that's for later. So tonight I'm going to use this Snugpack Sleeper Expedition sleeping bag with a comfort limit of minus 12 degrees Celsius. I think I left my BV bag at home. Actually I wanted to take with me BV too, because you know, in the winter you better combine your sleeping bag with your BV bag on top. That way it's much safer and much warmer. But this bad boy is very thick and should be fine. Tonight should be only around minus 2 or something. And I'm going to use my Sea2 Summit camp mat. Our value for this one is 4.2 and it also is good down to minus 12 degrees Celsius. So actually this tent looks like like a framed BV on steroids. So it's very roomy. I very like design, the shape, but like I said, there is some things to improve. So there is space for your gear. Also here's some space for gear, as you can see. And there is ventilation port on the feet end. Another one is over there on that window. So this tent should have very nice ventilation, but I like the idea that ventilation port is only on the feet end, on the head end, not all the way on the side like it is on Onewind BV tent, because in winter when you're sleeping, wind is hitting straight on your back. Okay, I'm hungry. I will cook something and meet you there. Peace! I will make some tea as well. So, really nice feature of this tent that you can raise up this fly sheet to make a tarp style configuration. So I've just raised up these doors, and for example, if rain is coming from that side or snow, I'm protected. I can cook here outside. But of course, if snow or rain would come from that side, it possibly could get inside. So it looks like this. So now one side is protected. I like this feature. So now you have a rooftop and you can cook something over there. That's very nice. But as you can see, if the rain or snow would come from this side, it definitely will hit inside. And of course, you can do the same on the other side. If there are two people, each of them can cook on the other side. So one is cooking Mexican food, on the other side Italian. Okay, but like I said, tomorrow I will show all the configurations you can make from this tent. Maybe not all, but almost all. Who knows, maybe there is something I don't know. So about this, yeah, I can say straight away, it has a reinforcement panel here, but as I can see, it seems it's made from the same material as this one. In my opinion, reinforcement should be done from thick materials. And also, this Dacron should go deeper inside and sewn properly with a rectangular shape and maybe some X in the middle. But as you can see, it's only done on the edge here. So that's my opinion. I already mentioned this on my other videos about Onewind BV tent and probably also about solidary shelter and shower shelter. On the below tarp, everything is fine. Only thing about below tarp, I would make those reinforcements bigger. So it's excellent time to eat. Bon appetit, guys. Very nice ramen with mushrooms. Wow. Amazing. And the nice thing about this tent, that the highest peak is over here, exactly where I'm sitting. I can cook here, sit, chill. So if comparing to Onewind BV tent, you need to get yourself all the way back to the back wall to be able to sit up. In this one, the highest peak is here. And you can have your gear over there and still be sitting here. So that's nice. So that's another pro of this tent. Okay, I will finish my meal and see you later. Peace. Also about this pocket, it would be nice not only this pocket would be longer. I don't like that it's hanging like this, so it's space over there. It would be more professional and cleaner look if this pocket would be attached like this, so it's not hanging here because it's in the way. Okay, so like this, very nice, and all the way to the other side. So I've done my 100 push-ups before I go to sleep, and now I'm ready to put this tent on a real test. I will change to my thermal clothes. I also found my BV bag, but I decided I will sleep without it. If I will be cold, I will put it on. Okay then, see ya. Okay, I'm ready. Good night. Good morning. So the minimum temperature was minus 1.35 degrees Celsius and maximum humidity 93%. At the moment temperature is minus 0.35 degrees Celsius. So I end up using BV bag, and I also blocked the ventilation port with my jacket over there. But that's not a problem. It's easy fix. You regulate as you wish. Okay, it's time to get out. See you there. Peace! Good morning. Beautiful morning. Beautiful morning. Okay, I will make some tea, and while tea is boiling, we will talk a little bit more about this tent. And in the end, I'll give you my verdict about this product. So keep watching. Peace! So let me show you the shelter in the daytime. So let's start with the pros of this tent. The first one, I love this design. It is amazing. It looks like framed BB bag on steroids. Also, I like this color, of course. It's amazing. It blends very well with the nature. Also, the fabric it's made of. It's ultra light, it's durable, it's waterproof. I trust this fabric. Because I have Onewind Billow Tarp and other shelters I've been using many times in the snow, ice and rain, and they never failed. Logo design, awesome. I love it. I very love what they done with these corners of this bathtub. They integrated some plastic stick inside, and there's the Velcro. You can take it out if needed or change it if it's broken. So that's very nice. I think strategically correct solution. I also love this skirt here for protecting your bathtub and so on. It's nice. So the next pro is setting up. It was very easy to set up this tent. At first you need to insert the bigger pole and then you insert the small ones. Also this tent comes in a quite compact package and it's lightweight in my opinion. And overall this tent is made from good materials. Also I like these paracord zipper handles. They are silent. One more important thing is that this tent has the doors on both sides. That's very nice, so that you can adapt on the terrain you are camping in. You know, sometimes you can use only one entrance. Maybe level of the ground is like that you cannot turn tent around, then your feet will be higher than your head. So that's good thing. I love it. It has these hooks on the corners of the fly sheet, so you can very fast connect to your tracking poles or some branch. So this is used instead of carabiner. Of course you can use carabiner if you like, but with this will be faster. The next thing I very love about this tent, it's versatile. So you can use it as a tent. You can take this fly sheet away so that you can enjoy the stars, but you still are protected with the bug net on the front. You can take bug net off, you can raise this fly sheet up and use it as a tarp. But I need to try it and I will tell my final thoughts about it. Yesterday wind was coming from this side, so I've just raised one door up like this and made a small vestibule where I could cook my meal. It was helpful, but of course, if the wind would come from this side, it would definitely hit inside. So the next thing I like about this tent, that it has plenty of room for your gear and for one person. So this is long and wide mattress. There's still free space. But of course, you can fit two person inside if needed. But this is one person tent and that would be survival with two person. And of course, you can use the shelter in the winter as you can see. So this tent was sent to me from Onewind. They want my review, my thoughts about it. So there is no point for me exaggerate something and be over positive about things, because I'm saying as it is, as always. I'm testing things, I see things for improvement, and so on. Okay, before I try to make that tarp mode, we're gonna talk about cons of this product. And there are few, and some very important. I would say all. Okay, so now in the daytime I will show you again those things. So, let's start with the poles. These are lightweight, thin poles, but only time will tell if they will hold up because they are so tiny. When I get back home, I will compare these to Onewind Tarp poles. I think these poles should be the same diameter as those ones. But that's my opinion. Maybe they are enough. But so far, I had no problems with them, of course. I'm only be using one time in a small breeze, as you can see. Nothing serious. So the next thing for improvement, I really don't like these Dacron straps over here. It would be much better and cleaner look if there were some pockets about this size made from Dacron. I have that style on my La Fuma mountain tent. Very nice. And I have the tent more than 15 years. I think something like 17 or 18 years. And no problem. So this is not professional. And I can tell that this strap ends over here. It's only sewn here on this tiny strip here. It should be some reinforcements, and these straps, if Onewind wants to leave them, they should be about this long inside the reinforcement and sewn properly inside. So construction on the back is okay, but I believe it would be nice to have some attachment points around here on the both sides so that you can stake it down in stronger winds. Of course you can tie it over here, you can do that way too, so that's not a big issue. So the next terrible issue is this. There is almost not enough space for putting stake through. To stake it down, I need to do this rotation, and I already feel that there is too much tension over there. That ring can fail, and it will fail. Of course, one solution would be to tie some paracord loops over there, or shock cords. So these ones done nicely, as you can see, there is enough space also for rotation. So it's very easy to put stake inside and stake it down. So right there is that small loop, and there is everything okay. So the next, my opinion about this window. My final thoughts, I'm not gonna change my mind. It would be better without this window at all. So it would be nice just a plain wall and some ventilation port over here on the top, like this much. With this rooftop, you can close it with the velcros. That's it. There is no need for this window. It will create some problems. When the wind is hitting from this side, sometimes, even now you can see, that inner pocket is pushing in and out all the time. In stronger wind, it will flap like crazy. Like okay? Also, if there would be wet snow or hard rain, it would collect the water there and it would be like a bubble inside. So yeah, it's better without this window because this window is messing up all the point of this tent. But of course, if Onewind really needs that window, it would be better if you can close it from the outside and from the top to bottom. You roll it down, connect it, and you are done. Then rain and snow can fall on it and no problem. But, like I said, in my opinion, it would be better without window. In that case, the tent would be lighter too. But I want to mention that this pocket is multi-purpose. When you're rolling up your bagnet, you can place it inside, so it will keep your bagnet inside. But of course there could be done some other solution for keeping this bagnet. Just another small mesh pocket on the top where you can keep your bagnet inside. Nice morning tea. Amazing. So this is third night in a row I'm camping on the snow. This time I was cold. I don't know, maybe my body is tired because I need to camp and then I need to go to work and then camp, work, camp, work, camp. It was small breeze coming just from the foot end inside that mesh and I was cold. When I added my BV bag, it got much better, but still I've been cold all night. Despite temperature was only -2 degrees Celsius and I'm inside my -12 degrees sleeping bag. But I ate some nuts and move a little bit inside, and in the morning it was toasty, of course. And then I slept maybe 1 hour when I was toasty. So I came out from this tent about 1 hour later because I wanted to enjoy this nice toasty sleep. And that's not because of this tent I was cold. Yesterday I was sleeping under the poncho about the same temperature and I was toasty all the time. So there are other factors that's impacting that, like your health, did you eat well, moisture in the air, the wind direction and so on. Okay, next thing I want to talk about, also very important. So it would be better another pole on a feet end, because there's two reasons for that. So another small arc over here, and then you can stake it down. In that way construction would be much stronger, because at the moment, as you can see, in the strong wind it would be a problem. So Onewind, you need to deal with this, definitely. Make another pole on the feet end, like it is on Snackpack Ionosphere tent. And the second reason was this part is so low that my feet were pressing against the roof and I felt cold tips of my toes. So it would be nice, this part, I would say 2 times, I would say 2 times higher, so that pole would deal with 2 problems. So that's nice solution in my opinion. But if you have another solution, leave the comments down below. Also, leave your own thoughts about this tent. What do you think about it? And the last thing I really don't like is the reinforcement on the connection points. I already talked about this with Onewind, but so far there is no improvements in that area. So why they are not making all the connection points with the proper reinforcement and sewn properly? Look here, it's super tiny and sewn just together with this panel. It should be reinforced panel here, and this thing should be longer and sewn properly. And reinforcement panels, for example on a billow tarp, Onewind uses this material as a reinforcement. This is nice material, I think. This is enough. But I would say, if it was me, I would make it from even thicker material. But okay, this is okay. So all connection points should be reinforced with a thick reinforcement fabric, as they are on a billow tarp, for example. This is logical sense. Okay? Look. So, no reinforcement, nothing. Just sewn on the side. But this is corner of this tarp. So when you lift it up, so this should hold your tarp. But why this part is without reinforcements? I think I'm gonna talk about this all my life. About these reinforcements. I want to Onewind to listen to me about this because it's super important. This will raise quality a lot. By just doing correct connection points, it will make any product like a top-notch quality then. Because everything else, the materials it's made of, okay, there are a few things in design you need to change, but everything is nice and well done. Why these connection points is like this? And I've seen this also on a shower shelter, on solidary shelter, on a BV tent. But everything is fine on a billow tarp, for example, or blackthorn tarp. So Onewind are making very nice connection points on their tarps, but like I said yesterday, I would make those reinforcement panels a little bit bigger and maybe a little bit thicker material. But anyway, they are okay. They never failed actually on me. But these connection points I'm seeing, every connection point, they should be reinforced. That's my verdict about that. That's super important. But don't get me wrong, this tent has a potential. So only by getting rid of window, making another pole on a feet end and make all connection points nice, this would be wow, just amazing. But maybe there's something more about it, because I need to try another configurations of this tent. Maybe I will find something else to tell you about it. So this is Tarp mode, and I already have few things to say about this one. This is nice concept, but listen me out. So first thing I want to mention, if you want to make this configuration, you need 2 more tent stakes and 2 more guy lines. So there is not enough guy lines and tent stakes. So I already knew that it could be a problem, and I brought this guy line from home. And I made tent stakes from the sticks laying around. At the first glance, it seems nice idea. It actually looks cool. But of course, if wind is hitting this direction, yeah. The next thing I want to mention, as you see, the roof is this direction, so it means that rain is hitting from this side, okay? But look here, this portion over here, it will definitely hit inside. So in my opinion, for this to work properly nice, it should be some panel over here too. But I don't know the solution. In that way you need to fold it again, I don't know. But there should be some coverage here. Basically from this point to here. You see? Like this. Then it would make sense. Now it makes no sense to leave it as it is now. Also, I think these flaps, they should be wider, because as you can see now, if rain hits, it will hit the tent. But in my opinion, this part is too narrow there. There should be something like this. Something like this. So extra panels over there. Because at the moment this configuration is faulty. If the rain comes, it will hit you. So yeah, in my opinion it makes no sense. I don't even see the solution, because of course you can make wider panels here, it would be much better, but still, look, if you do twice as much, so it will be here, and still it would hit the tent. So for tent to be covered, it actually needs to be here. It's a big panel, okay? And it makes no sense. Of course you can put it lower and it will be more coverage. I will try it too. So in my opinion is to use this as a full tent, or when it's not raining, just take away this fly sheet and enjoy the stars. And if rain comes, just close it completely. This configuration is faulty, definitely. I think Onewind is overthinking with this configuration. In my opinion, that's not the option at all. That fly sheet should be completely different size, with the panels here and quite wider on the feet end. So I changed the height. Before it was here, now it's there. You see, the same problem over here, but you need just a little bit smaller triangle panel over here. But still, you see, rain would hit here. But of course, logically, rain would come from this side. Then it's probably covered, but if rain will change some direction, it will hit tent over there. Like I've said before, I see no use of this configuration. So you are better off by using it just as a tent, or take fly sheet off and use it as a bug tent. That's it. Okay, next configuration will be bug tent. Of course, there's also this configuration when you are rolling up both doors, so you can see through, and if rain starts, you very quickly just roll down your doors and you are set. So I like this configuration because you can still enjoy nature and you can close everything up from the inside. There is nothing you can attach this fly sheet. So it would be nice maybe to roll it and secure in a place over here. It should be some connection points for fly sheet on the outside so that you can roll it up like this and secure in a place. This would be nice. I want to mention that nobody is paying me to say anything about this product. These are all my own thoughts about it. If I don't like something, I will tell, and definitely I will tell everything I like about it. So my final thoughts about this product. In my opinion, window should be removed. All the connection points should be reinforced and done properly. Those upper connection points for poles should be done better. Maybe poles should be bigger diameter. This tent definitely needs 10 pole on a foot end so that it's a little bit higher and to get more rigid structure. And it also needs connection points when you are rolling up the fly sheet. And about the tarp mode, I think that's unnecessary. Onewind wanted to think differently, like everybody else, to create something new, something special, but they are overthinking this. If you want a tarp, just bring a small tarp with this tent and you will have the same experience. Use this tent as a bug net tent under the tarp if needed. Because I don't see any solution on that fly sheet, for this to work, it needs to be a lot bigger. It needs the triangle parts over here, and also the feet end is too narrow. In that case, it would be too big fly sheet when you are using it in a tent mode. But maybe there is some solution, but I think that's unnecessary. So altogether, I love this tent, but it needs to be improved. And for me, there is no option for using it in tarp mode. So let's be honest, it's better to use this tent as a full tent or as it is now, bug net tent. That's it. There is no more configurations needed. Yeah. So, that's it guys for this video. I hope you learned something, maybe it was entertaining. As usual, stay safe, leave no trace, be good to other people and get out to the nature. So see you on the next one. Peace!